What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Make sure you follow me over there on Telegram as well as on my as opposed to the chat, which is going to be linked in the description below to talk more about this stuff. In this video, I'm going to keep it as short as I can, and we're going to talk about honey and honey swap and honeycomb and how to farm with the honey token. Specifically, if I go over here, I'm going to be farming with the ether eucalyptus and the stake sunflower. So I'll show you guys how to get into both of those things. Now, before I get into those things, I also want to talk a little bit about another contract called Moonday. Moonday's been doing extremely well. When it first came out, I made a video a few days ago. This coin was at $19. It's now at $1,000, pretty much even. And this is actually a coin and a contract that does something completely different than any other coin or contract that I've seen. And I think that's what's attributing to its success, is that it's not really a clone of anything else. So what you can do is you can stake your Moonday tokens and get paid a daily percentage of 7%. Now, the positive with this is that there's currently about 40% of the entire supply is staked in the Moonday contract. That's unwithdrawable, and people are getting paid the 7%. Just kind of like Core, but with a little bit of a tweak there as well. So what this means is the fact that the price can't super dump overnight because you have so much of that supply already locked in here in the Moonday contract, which I think is really, really cool. So I think that that's supporting the price a lot. Another thing that's supporting the price is the burn rate. Because the demand for Moonday has kind of gone up pretty much a lot over the past couple of days, the supply has also gone down. So naturally, when the supply goes down and demand goes up, the price shoots up like crazy. And that's exactly what's been happening with Moonday. If we go ahead and take a look at the chart over here, you can see that it's at $1,000, and it's just kind of been moving up the past couple of days. So the one thing that I think is holding Moonday back, ironically, is the fact that Ethereum Gold is another contract, smart contract that does something completely different than what Moonday does. And I think a lot of people looked at Moonday at first, myself included, and said, this is similar to P3D type of contract, but it's not. It's really different. So I'm hoping that as they continue, they can get another unique user interface going on so that people can kind of really see that it is pretty different and pretty, a lot cooler than those other P3D type of contracts that's out there. So check out Moonday if you haven't yet. If you put it on the back burner because you said this is just another P3D clone, take a second look, because it's not. All right, so let's go ahead and get straight back into it. We're going to talk about the honey swap token. Now, I was farming for a couple days as it was rising up, and I actually kind of sold up here at like $1,200. So I'm going to go ahead and buy back in. I wanted to buy back in under $1,000 and start farming again, but I'm impatient, so I'm just going to do it right now. I think I could have. No, I guess it didn't go down below there. But if we take a look at one of the things that I'm really monitoring pretty closely is the liquidity in here. And as long as this liquidity is going up day by day, I'm not really going to panic about the value of honey dipping or decreasing significantly overnight either. All right, so to do this, I know I've made a lot of videos about farming in the past. It's pretty much the same thing, which is why I didn't think I had to make another video about how to farm this token, but apparently I do. So I have my DAI. Basically, you guys should know how to get your coins over onto HoneySwap and over on the XDAI network. I made other videos about that. Just look on my channel about HoneySwap, and you'll find videos about how to convert from your Ethereum network over to the XDAI network to get started with this. And the farming rates are still really, really good. There's still not like a ton of people doing this. So before, when I was farming, I was getting about $200 a day, and I took 2 days off, so I missed about $400 worth of profits. But I think it worked out because I was farming a lot, and the price went down a little bit, and I think I would have just broken even if I would have stayed in there. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to start with Ethereum. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the Ethereum exchange right here. So this is wrapped Ethereum on XDAI. And I'm going to purchase up to, I want to have about 29 Ethereum worth of XDAI in here. So I need 17 more Ethereum worth of XDAI. So I'm going to put 17 down here, which is going to cost me that much XDAI. I'll go ahead and swap this. And one of the things I love about the XDAI network is I know I can do this live in video. I won't have to wait 10 minutes for each transaction. It will just kind of go through right away. So that transaction has been submitted, and it will go through in a second here. So once that is all pooled and that's confirmed, the next thing I'm going to do is actually go to the pool section right here. And then I'm going to click on add liquidity. So there it is. It's confirmed. And the reason why I'm adding liquidity is because I want to deposit WETH Honey Uniswap version 2 liquidity pool tokens. They're going to change the name of these things eventually. It should say HoneySwap version 2 liquidity pools tokens, but nonetheless, that's what you're doing over here. So the next thing you want to do is add liquidity. So to do that, I need to go back over to HoneySwap, and you need to make sure that you have an even ratio of honey and ether, because again, in the pool, it's asking you for WETH honey Uniswap liquidity versus liquidity pool tokens. So let's go back to here, and I'm going to make sure that I have the honey. Now I already have that, but you guys need to purchase that on your own. And then I'll go ahead and click on the pool button right here. I'll add the liquidity, and I'm adding not XDAI, I'm going to be adding honey and Ethereum right here, so WETH. So once I do this, I'm going to go ahead and click on the WETH, and you can see the amount right here. I can supply that. So I'm going to go ahead and supply all of that. I'll confirm that supply. That's going to send over. Let's do to Gwei right here. And that transaction was submitted. So while that's confirming, I can actually go ahead and get set up for the second pool that I'm going to be doing as well, which I believe in this case is going to be the, I think it's one of these two. So let's go ahead and stake. It's going to be my XDAI and my honey. So it should be this right here, the DAI Daisy, the XDAI and honey right here, which is kind of the lowest risk pool. I mean, they're all not super high risk. It really just depends on the honey token. That's really what it's all revolving around. So let's go ahead and do that next. So I'm going to go back over to swap right here, and we can see that I'm going to add the honey token again. So to do that, I need to make sure that I have 50-50 of each. So currently I'm just going to kind of split this number in half. So 25 divided by 2 is going to be 12.5. So I'll just do let's just delete all this and do 12.500, which is going to give me 11 honey. So I'll go ahead and swap that up right there, confirm that swap, just so I can have 50% of each when I'm adding liquidity. It's usually what you have to do when you're getting into these pools. Now, granted, keep in mind, again, I am not going to spend all of my XDAI, because I keep saying this in every video, but you need to have XDAI available to do transactions. So you need to have like maybe $5 available there. All right, so that has confirmed, and I'll go ahead and go to the pool and add liquidity again. This time I'm going to do XDAI and honey, and we'll see that this extra honey should come up here in a second. Just gotta wait for it to go over. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer than the transaction to actually go through, but when I click on this button, it will actually show the amount that I have in each side. There it is. So there's the honey has appeared, and it's asking for a little bit more XDAI, so I did a little bit too much. So I can actually click on this button, and I'm gonna reduce it by just a little bit. Also, I'll reduce this to let's just reduce this to 0 right here, right there, and then I'll have a little bit of XDAI left over just to do transactions. So I'm going to supply that. I'm going to confirm that. And then again, I'm going to raise this to 2. So that's going to give me both of my liquidity pool tokens that I need to participate in the HoneySwap ecosystem. So I can get into the DAI Daisies and the Ether Eucalyptus. All right, so I'm going to start with the Ether Eucalyptus, since that one's already confirmed, and I can go ahead and press these buttons and get it primed on ready. So I'm going to press the plus button right here. You have to approve your tokens first if you haven't done that. Since I've already done that, I don't have to do that step. And then I'm going to do the max value. This is the first Uniswap liquidity pool tokens that I purchased with Ethereum. I'll confirm that, and then again I'm going to raise this value to 2 and confirm, and that's going to go through. All right, so it says pending confirmation. I don't really have to do anything else here. I can press cancel, I can click off of it, it'll go through in a second. Next, I'm going to go back to the farm. That other transaction did get confirmed, so I'm going to go ahead and select this, add, and there's my liquidity pool tokens from here. I'll click on this button right here, do the max, hit confirm, move this up to 1, confirm, or to 2, and confirm that. And again, I don't have to wait for that. I don't have, already on that screen, it's going to confirm there. So now that we can see, we can go back to the Ether Eucalyptus. There's my liquidity pool tokens. And every couple of seconds, the amount of honey earned in here will go up. And the second one just got confirmed. So in my DAI Daisies, same deal here. And the amount of honey earned in here will go up day by day. Now again, the risk, in case you guys are concerned about this, is the honey token. The honey token is going to be the volatile one. If people stop believing in this, if people think that Ethereum network is just superior by 10 times, and the honey token does drop a lot in value, then your liquidity pool tokens will drop a lot in value as well. But the farms are still going pretty strong for these, which is why I decided to jump back in and get a little bit of a cheaper price. You still have 279 honey available in DAI Daisies, 93 honey available in Ether Eucalyptus, and honestly, I think the best pool, to be honest, would probably be this one, this stake pool right here, because this is 2 semi-volatile coins. So if you have the funds and you want to earn the most but take the biggest risk, you're gonna have to go with this farm right here. probably get the most honey, the most bang for your buck from doing that, provided that neither of those coins go down significantly in value or go up significantly in value away from each other. That's the risk that you take for doing that farm right there. So as these other farms come out, I will let you guys know. Definitely stay connected to the HoneySwap community. You can find their community on Discord and Telegram. Again, that's what I say to you guys all the time. If you're up to date on the communities, you will be ready to go. Now, the other one is if we go to something like Kitten.finance, the Kitten.finance is another one that people have been talking about with me. Now, I don't think this is going to load. Yeah, it's loading. So it's a Kitten dumped a lot. So it's at $126. Now, I do think that it definitely has the chance to rebound and go back up. I think it overdumped. So it probably is a good buying price. I did sell on the way down because I kind of figured it was going to overdump. It was holding steady for a long time. And I know people get weak hands after a long time. But as time goes on, as this goes sideways for a little bit longer, I'll definitely purchase back in and see what they're doing in the back end. So follow the Telegram communities. Don't wait for me to tell you when to buy and when to sell, because I'm never going to do that to you guys. I'm never going to give you the best moments to buy and sell. You have to do that part on your own. But if we're looking at things, if I'm looking at things right now, if you guys participated in Moon Day and the HoneySwap farm when I first talked about it, you should be in some pretty nice profits. And yeah, hopefully we'll have some more stuff to talk about later as time progresses. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification if you haven't hit that bell notification yet. Peace out.